going to show you where most people miss it. There's one missing ingredient. And you've probably, if you've been here any amount of time, you've seen the miracles at the Order of the Magi over and over. The testimonies, my friends, where it always works. Why is that? Why doesn't it work when you go to your churches or you go to these different seminars? Or what's the difference? I'm going to give you the one thing if you'll stay to the end of this. Listen to Song 4. This is verse 1. It says, "The Magi shall teach unheard words." My friends, the Magi shall teach unheard words. Again, these words, it's the frequency. And we want to get to that original word, that original spell, the thought, the energy, the word that came from the perfect Creator's perfect mind. What else could it be? Perfection. What else could come from a loving Creator's loving mind but love? What else could come from the peaceful, joyful, perfect Creator's mind but love and peace and joy and kindness and goodness? He's the all good Spirit. In the original monotheistic religion, God was just good. My friends, think about that. Let that blow your mind with all the religions that followed, where their God gets angry, jealous, hate war, kill men, women, and children, stone your children, just horrible stories. Their God could heal arse and disease, right? Ours was just good, and the world he created was just good, and we call that Asha. And those are unheard words these days, and people hold that wrong energy, that wrong God, that wrong spirit, and they're creating a wrong world. But we, the Magi, shall teach the unheard words to those who destroy the righteous world, right? The world of Asha, the perfect Creator's perfect idea, heaven on earth. They destroy that heaven on earth for themselves with their false words and by their wrongful doctrines. My God, people pay 10% of their income to their churches that give them false doctrines, that keep them living bound in a lie. My friends, but the Magi shall teach the unheard words. Verse 2, so that we may live in Asha, heaven on earth. Verse 3, the happiness you grant, Mazda, has been promised through your mental fire and righteousness. It is a matter of principle for the discerning. You have to discern the energies, the spirits. You must know. You must know when they told you, even as a child, the stories that they said were God from the good book, God's book. You must have known they were not right. Something was off. In your heart of hearts, you knew it, but they told you, don't trust your heart. Just listen to your priest, read our book. Don't think. My friends, we can't help but to think, because the God mind is inside of us and we know truth. We know that original word. Asha 4, I said Asha 4, Zarathustra's Song 4, verse 4. When Asha is to be invoked, may the wise lords be with reward and serenity. And I seek through the best mind, the powerful dominion for my people, so that we may overcome the lie. Let's go to verse 6. The best, I love this. And see, this is how this could be the spells. You could put this in a song. You could put this in a ritual. And if you'll add the belief and the knowing and the spirit that we're going to get to, I'm going to give you that one missing link that most people have forgotten. But listen to this. It says, the best shall come to the wise person who will hold my true word, the original word. And it leads to Asha, heaven on earth. It leads to Harvatat and Emeritat, wholeness and immortality. My friends, that's health and life. It's a life where death cannot enter. It's a love where there's no hate, fear, and greed. My friends, it's a light that the darkness cannot come into. It's that good spirit, that evil spirit can no longer attack you. And it says, thus the dominion of the wise one shall through Vohumenu increase. My friend, and you could speak that as your spell. It says, oh, and I love this. For you longtime listeners, you're going to hear this. It says, he who thought first that the lights emanate with bliss is through his wisdom the creator of Asha. which holds the best mind. He who thought first that the lights emanate with bliss is through his wisdom the creator of Asha, which holds the best mind. That's the way that we say here at the Order of the Magi, what else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind but perfection? My friends, that's Asha. That's what we want to attune ourselves back to, that spirit, to that original word. Verse 9 says, I also realize, Ahura Mazda, that serenity is yours. Verse 19 says, Lord, one who listens and realizes the truth. So you hear the truth, but also you realize it in your life. It becomes a life-healing power. And he controls his tongue now to express the right words, the right spells. And it's not with just our spoken word that we create this magic, my friends. It's with the frequency where we have this knowing. And again, when this was written, to know was to be it. You're one with it. I am one with God good. I am one with life. I am one with health. I am one with peace and joy and power and freedom. And I am it. My friends, and we speak it, but we shine it. That's why I always call you my shining ones. Verse 20. Whoever goes over to Asha enjoys a bright future. 21 says, God wise grants wholeness and immortality and abundance of Asha. I love that. Abundance of Asha. Abundance of heaven on earth. Abundance of perfect perfection. And independence and dominion. Right? There's an independence that comes with living in dominion. Isn't it? You don't have to rely on others when you're independent in that dominion of Asha. When you become the light that darkness cannot enter. I am the health that sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I don't need anyone or anything else but Asha. And it says these principles are clear to the beneficent person who, and I like this, who works for the realization of Ahura Mazda, who works for the realization of Vohumenyu and dominion and serves Asha. My God, I don't like to brag on myself, but I got a lot of great things going on in my life, and I really feel it's because I serve Asha. I come and I pour my heart out to share Asha. I serve Asha by protecting the child, holding that truth, not letting people destroy the beautiful world of Asha with their lie and illusion. I'm strong enough to hold that highest truth, that original word, that perfect creator's perfect idea. And we do it with our words and actions. We serve Asha with our words and actions. Are you serving Asha with your words and actions? There's power in that. Such a man, wise Lord, is the most helpful. That is true. That is beautiful. So the one thing, grab your book, Asha, go to Asha 4. Here's what most people are missing. Christians are so close with this, right? They say, pray in Jesus' name. You get anything, right? You can tell the mountain to move, heal the sick, but you never see it actually happen. What are they missing? They're so close, and they're right? And listen, this is the original Magus, the original magician. Zarathustra said there are 4 powers, mental powers, concerned with forming. Number 1, temperance, self-restraint. Do not sin or think error. So you have to repent of your sin, right? That's very Christian-like. You got to, and here we're talking about the sin of the mind. And so you have to lay down your sin. Lay down, let's put it this way, the low frequencies. Lay down the lie and illusion. And here's another place that Christians miss it. They are holding a frequency of an idea of a God, again, that gets angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, children, send sickness and disease. That's a low frequency. You got to go back to the original. And Jesus talked about this. Jesus would not be a Christian. My friends, he knew the loving Father, the all good Spirit. My friends, that's the word he was trying. He was the word incarnate, right? Seoshan. He was trying to bring back that original word, that true image of God. My friends, Christians have missed that. Number two, you need fortitude, strength in facing adversity without fear, without doubt, right? You can't doubt. You gotta have that faith, right? You're not looking at outside influences, right? You're holding that word, that truth. And so here, Jesus is the Word. Jesus was the Word incarnate. But you got to know what the Word is. And the original word is all good comes from the Creator. You got to get that mindset, that right God again, that He's trying to show you, the loving Father. Number three, and this is the one I wanted you to get that I promised you at the beginning of this. You have to have reason. You have to have a reason to believe, a basis or a cause for your belief. Otherwise, you're just hoping. If you don't have a reason, there's no foundation. You're just like maybe begging a deity out there in the sky, hoping, wouldn't that be nice? I hope this works. My friends, you have to hold that frequency, that energy to make it manifest in your world, but you have to have a reason to believe. What is our reason? We've talked about this. It's all over Zarathustra's Song 4, right? It's what else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind, but perfection, but Asha. That's our reason to believe. He created Asha, heaven on earth. That's what's true. That's what's real. That's what's substance. That's what was and is and shall be. So we're going to hold that. We're going to believe that. That's our reason to believe. And number four, again, a source of usable power, the highest principle, God good. And again, this is where the world religions and Christianity and Judaism and the other religions have missed it, because they got an idea of God that's mixed. Zoroaster means unmixed, undefiled, undiluted, pure starlight, right? Our God is the highest principle of good. And he doesn't let what's going on in the world change his nature. It doesn't piss him off. He doesn't have to kill now. He doesn't have to destroy. He's all his nature can do is shine good and shine Asha. And all you have to do to experience that is you got to tune yourself back to that right spirit, my friends. You go inside, right? I got my Fravashi shirt on today. You go inside of that Fravashi that's inside of you. It's that Vohu Menu, that God mind, where you have that realization that you and the highest principle of God good are one. You come from good spirit and you're made of good spirit, and you shall return to good spirit. I speak that over you right now. You shall return to good spirit, to light and life and health and peace and joy and excitement about the future, because there's an ever expanding good. Yeah, it can be great, but it's going to be greater. My friends, God good things come and God good things are. That's our reason to believe Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea. I love you guys. If you're still with me at this point of the video, do me a favor, go to the comments and say, hey, Vegas. And know I love you.